So this popped into my Threads feed yesterday. Michael Penix Jr. meeting with the media. Now, this team's 3-6. We're at a crossroads here for the Atlanta Falcons. All right. They are home this weekend against the Carolina Panthers. This is it. Okay. And then they're at the Saints. We all know, throw the records out, because those teams despise each other. And the Saints would love it with Tyler Shuck, who just went up to Carolina and won his first game as a pro. Would love to start keeping a throat on Olave and sticking it in this team and really putting it to them. The Falcons then visit the Jets. These are 3 games in front of them that can get them back to 500. And then they've got 5 more games to go. They're all in conference. 2 of them in division, including that big Thursday nighter at Tampa. That's what's in front of this team that's 3-6, that has not won since week 6's Sunday night game against Buffalo. And everybody thought, here we go for them. They're going to have a shot at this division and be a playoff team. And part of the reason why things were looking good is the way Penix kind of finished last year, coming into this year. Their offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, has been brought down from the booth down to the sideline to be there physically where the quarterback is. That's the idea. And then you're reading about how hard Penix took last week's loss in Berlin. His press conference last we saw him after they lost this game to the Colts in overtime to fall to 3-6. They could have been 4-5 coming off a win against a team that is being discussed as a Super Bowl worthy team. That would have been big. And he took it really hard to the point where Raheem Morris on Wednesday said he took Penix aside to tell him, chin up. And I mentioned the fact that the OC was brought from the booth down to the field. And I mentioned how the HC says he had a conversation with his quarterback about chin up, essentially, as the backdrop of the soundbite that has been resonating since Penix delivered it at the podium when he was asked about who he can rely on to advance his craft. And the answer certainly left a lot of tongues a-wagging.
Who do you lean on to help you? We haven't played quarterback, so do you lean on a former quarterback or your coaches to kind of just help you kind of assess things and good and bad?
You saying as far as on the field?
Yeah, both. Stuff? To help you mentally and physically.
No. Mentally, my fiance, she's always there for me. So I know whenever I get home, it doesn't matter how I played, she's always going to be there for me. She's going to have a smile on her face and give me a hug and make me feel good no matter what. But as far as physically, the on the field stuff, it's not nobody that I'll talk to as far as another quarterback or anything like that. I do have people reach out to me. I do have quarterback coaches though back at home that reach out to me as well. Tell me, hey, you need to clean this up, clean that up, and everything will be good. So those guys help me as far as that too. So I can shout out them.
See what I'm saying?
That's
again. Raheem Morris spoke at the media on Wednesday. I'll read you the soundbite. This is, I'm assuming, before Penix took to the podium. Talking about how he felt it was incumbent on him, according to the Associated Press, to talk with Penix about his emotions after that loss in Berlin. Quote, those are the things you like to talk to him about. Provides a little bit of relief for him, letting him know it's okay to be vulnerable in that moment, but at the same time, don't be so disgruntled and hard on yourself that you blame yourself for everything. And it's the reason why after those tough press conferences, it's my job to go protect him. That's what the head coach said. And then Penix is asked, who are you relying on? And he doesn't mention the head coach, and he doesn't mention the offensive coordinator. And he doesn't mention a quarterback's coach. He doesn't mention anybody there.
Kirk Cousins
doesn't mention the guy in the quarterback room with him.
Wow.
And you hear that, and it's how do you square everything? I was stunned when I heard that. A lot of folks are wondering, did he not hear the question right? You know, is that what your assessment might be over there?
As you're talking, I'm trying to like replay the beginning of the convo in my mind and say,
you mean
and seeing if
do you want to let's replay it?
Yeah,
just to see. Can you rack it back,
at the
Mr. Hoskins, just at the beginning, and then you could take it down once he starts to give his second answer. Go ahead.
Who do you lean on to like help you? Like we haven't played quarterbacks. Would you lean on like a former quarterback or your coaches to kind of just help you kind of assess things and good and bad?
You saying like as far as on the field?
Yeah, both.
Stuff?
Like, to help you mentally and physically.
No. Like mentally, like my fiance, she's always there for me.
Okay, so you know,
maybe if it had been worded like, who do you go to anyone in the locker room on the team?
I mean, maybe the reporter asked about the coaches.
I mean, I don't know.
That's the whole thing, like the
laid it
coaches.
out.
And maybe he was thinking, because he referred to quarterback coaches he has back at home. Now, obviously, if that's all it is, then it brings to mind what Seth Wickersham reported in his book for the first time about Caleb Williams in Chicago, where he didn't have anybody helping him watch film, giving him any sense about what to do. I'm sure there's some pushback if you ever meet anybody from the Bears coaching staff saying that's probably not entirely true, but
sure. This could explain his kind of roller coaster season too.
Well, you know what could also explain the roller coaster season? He's doing it for the first time.
Yeah.
And not everybody comes out of the Drake May had his ups and downs last year, pal. Not everybody comes out of the box like Jaden Daniels in the rookie season. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
And he also, I don't know. Like that's just a weird sequence right there, man. No? Yes?
Pretty weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty weird. Especially given all the talent. I mean, look, Drake May isn't surrounded by a lot of outstanding players. He's got Bijan Robinson, who his own coach called the best player in the league. Drake London's a top 10 receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
How many first-round picks are on the offensive line?
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of a stacked offense for him to be saying stuff like that.
Yeah. And also, I guess Cooper sent me a text. Hold on a minute this morning. God bless my football crazy son here. He sent me, what did he send me this morning? He sent a screen grab from one of the sites he has, quoting Raheem Morris on Tyler Algier. "Quote unquote, Tyler is the least talked about superstar on our football team." And he texted, "No wonder Bijan gets no TDs."
Does Raheem
Says
have
my
Tyler Algier
14-year-old
in
son.
fantasy?
No, I'm just saying, again, it's also part and parcel of how talented they are. They do have talent on that side of the ball. Penix beat the Bills, man. Penix went toe-to-toe with Baker Mayfield in week 1. If they made a kick, it's a different story.
True.
I mean, it's not like he's clueless out there. Penix had that game won last week in Berlin. Penix found Drake London 3 times in New England.
Yep.
That game was won.
Kicker missed a kick.
You know what I mean? Like, he's...
They're a few plays away from 6-3. Like, their record could be flipped easily.
Right.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he would take a mulligan at that answer, or is that the truth? They brought the OC down to the sideline. The head coach is talking about, I'm taking him aside. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm protecting him from himself. And he didn't mention any of those folks. And I will mention Sean Mitchell of our crack Rich Eisen Show staff, our digital coordinating producer, and so much more around here. He calls me up before he goes, "Listen, I'm trying to find a photograph of Raheem Morris and Penix together."
There isn't one?
No, can't find one.
Oh, wow.
And there isn't one of the OC with them either. And I'm like, does that mean that they're not, I mean,
no, but
they're not next to him? But he's like, no, I'm looking for it. Knowing that we were going to talk about this segment.
They better win on Sunday.
Like I said, the next 3 games, this is it. Yeah. I mean, I didn't mention them in the open about the week 11, what's at stake. I mean, Carolina to go to 6-5 and win a division game on the road after they lost one at home to the Saints be pretty big. If they lose this one too, they're 5-6. Falcons are 4-6 right behind them. Then they visit New Orleans and the Jets. These are 3 winnable games for a team that came into the season thinking they could win the division and probably walked off that field in week 1 feeling we just let one get away. but we still at least know we're in the same league as Tampa. This is good news for us. Then they go to Minnesota and just destroy J.J. McCarthy. I mean, which is a nice feeling for Penix. That was on a Sunday night. And it all fell apart after beating the Bills.
Bryce Young has one game over 200 yards this year.
Let's be honest, Falcons should win this football game. They're at home. Panthers just lost to the Saints. Falcons have their backs against the wall. But I'll tell you what I'm doing if I'm covering this game and I'm there. My eyes are peeled on Penix as soon as he walks off the field. And if I'm the Falcons, I immediately push back on this. I immediately get out there and just get out there like, this is no 2024 Chicago Bears, everybody. We got this kid supported. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.